Hey guys, it's Tiffany here, and today we're going to be talking about how to stand up for yourself and stick up for yourself without being rude or without being a jerk. So, I'm glad you're here. If you like this topic and you want to learn more about just standing in your confidence and having a high sense of self-worth and self-esteem, please like this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and please subscribe to my channel so you can see more information about this kind of stuff. So, before I get started, I just want to say if you are struggling with low self-esteem and confidence and you are ready to just finally step into your power, step into your confidence and live life the way that you want to, there is a link in my description of this video where you can click and you can book a free call with me. We can chat, we can get you out of your head, we can get you out of your box of overwhelm and have you realizing that you can step into your power and be totally confident because it's possible for you. So I'm going to dive into the content. Today I'm going to be sharing tips with you on how to just stand up for yourself without feeling like you're a jerk or a butthole. So, one, you can minimize the weakness in your language. So what I mean by this, you may go into situations feeling like you have to say yes, feeling like you have to do things a certain way, feeling like you have to walk on eggshells and not say things you really think. So you may find yourself saying I'm sorry, or I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that. I don't know. Or you may find yourself, I would, but, and you are kind of trying to get around the navigating around actually saying no or actually saying how you feel, but you're trying to make it feel better for this person instead of just saying the way you feel. And so instead of saying those words and trying to, as you say them, you feel uncomfortable. You're trying to say what you actually want to feel, but you don't want to hurt the person's feelings, or you just don't want to say no because then you don't want to look like the bad guy. Something you can say instead of those things is, I'm just not comfortable with that. And leave it at that. Leave it at short and sweet. I'm just not comfortable. I don't want to do that. And it's okay, whatever other people think, it's fine, as long as you stand your ground, because you're going to start to feel better. And it's a learning process too. You're not going to be able to stand your ground on day one of learning how to stand your ground. Take the simple processes and just learn how to do it and learn how to feel comfortable with it. So, the question I wanted to ask you before I dive into tip number 2 is, which one? So, I'm sorry, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that, I don't know, versus I'm just not comfortable with that. Which one sounds more assertive? Probably this one, probably that I'm just not comfortable with that, this straight up version of it. And which one are you most comfortable with saying? Which versions do you find yourself saying? If you struggle with self-esteem, you probably find yourself saying, I don't know, I'm sorry, maybe another time, instead of just being straight up and honest with how you actually feel. And so this can be rough, this can be hard, and it's okay. It's very, very common in a lot of people to feel like they have to say something or they have to do something. But this also relates to us recognizing and having validity of our self-worth and our own needs. So then we don't recognize them anymore. We're worrying about everyone else's needs, so our needs get put on the back burner, and then we're exhausted, we're drained, we're feeling like we need to do everything and anything for everybody and just forget what our needs are. And that could definitely be a sign of low self-esteem. So number 2, remind yourself that you're justified and that you're valid for saying no or for sticking up for yourself. And so it all comes down to your confidence, your self-worth, and your needs. And if you don't recognize that you're worthy, if you don't recognize that you have the right to say no, it can be really hard to say no or stand up for yourself. So remind yourself that you're valid in this. You can stick up for yourself. You deserve to stick up for yourself. You should stick up for yourself. You have the right to stick up for yourself and say no or say what you actually feel. Your opinion is valid. And this could be just where you're out of touch with your own needs because you haven't been putting your needs first for a long time. So put your need first for a minute. for a second, for the first time in your life maybe, and recognize that you have a right to feel worthy and you have a right to feel valid in this. You're justified. And remind yourself of why you're justified. Like, they made me feel a negative way, or I do have actual stuff I need to do. So remind yourself of those things, that you're valid in doing that. You're right. It's okay. Another thing you can do is body language. I will be talking a lot about body language all the time because it's so important. The mind-body connection is amazing. So if you're thinking something in your mind and you're freaking yourself out and you're having anxiety or negative thoughts, your body is going to react to that. So I always say, like, for example, like if you have to do a public speaking event, you may be really super nervous and you're already thinking about how you're going to mess up and how things are going to go bad. And that's going to in turn make your body feel jittery, shaky, sweaty. So it's your body reacting to what is going on in your mind. That is a mind-body connection. The same thing goes the opposite. So if you can position your body in a confident manner, if you can talk loudly, if you can smile, if you can use your body in a certain way to make yourself feel confident, your mind's going to react and it's going to say, like, what the heck's going on? Like, you're going to trigger something in your mind to say, like, we are confident. We feel confident right now. It's okay. Everything's fine. I'm feeling confident. And your mind's going to start to react to that and you're going to feel better. So it's kind of like that. If you want to try this out, you can go around your room right now or after this video, whenever. And you can act like you have a cape on your back and you can walk around in the room and just walk around for a little bit, a couple minutes, try it out. And you will recognize that in your mind, you will start to feel confident. You will start to feel better. That's the mind-body connection. And that's the power that you have in controlling your mind and controlling the thoughts you have in your head and your body reaction. So use your body language in these situations when you stand your ground and speak your mind and say no. Use your body language. Smile. Just nod, be assertive, stand your ground, put your head up in the air, your shoulders up, and just really just focus on being that assertive part of you that you may have never shown to anyone yet. It's okay. You're valid. Another thing you can do is learn how to say no. Learn how to say no, and sometimes this is a process. Sometimes it can seem very, very hard. So instead of just being like, no, I'm not going to do that, you can, or feeling like you have to do something, and maybe it's important to someone else, but maybe you don't really want to do it, you're not really feeling it, or maybe you have schoolwork to do, maybe you have a job to go to, maybe you had plans for your family, or taking your kids to the park or something, maybe you had plans for yourself, and now you're putting all of that on the back burner, worrying about everyone else and what they need. So what you can do is practice this. Do it little things, little situations where it's not a big deal if you say no. Start to say no to that. Like, you know, in your mind, like if someone says, hey, you want to go to the grocery store? And you feel like you should, or you feel like they really want you to go along. But you know that if you say no, it won't be a big deal. You can start to practice it that way. Just like say, hey, no, maybe another time, I don't really want to go. And then as you work your way up, you're going to start to feel comfortable in saying no to the bigger things that you feel obligated to do. By the way, you're not obligated to do anything that you don't ever want to do. Remember that. Another thing you can do is realize that you're not responsible for other people's opinions. This is a big one. You're never responsible for how other people think. And I feel like a lot of times we can have in our mind that we have to say things or do things or feel things or be things just to make other people happy. And if someone's angry with you, you need to change the way you're feeling or change the way you're doing things. You don't have to do that. You are responsible with how you feel, and that is all. Everyone else, let them feel the way they want to feel. Let them react the way they want to react. Focus on you. Put yourself first for a second. And really just focus on making you happy and having those positive emotions within you. You're not responsible for how people feel. So I hope this video helped. And again, if you are struggling with this, if you're struggling with low self-esteem and confidence, click the link in the description and book a call with me. Totally free. We'll just jump on the phone and talk about your situation. But I hope this video helped. And if you liked it, please like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye.